Hi, Taurus. How are you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Moon Jasper Jam. And if you're visiting me from Facebook, welcome to my pages. Hope everybody's doing well. So today I'm going to do a general and love reading. If you guys have any suggestions, you can write it down on the bottom and let me know. For the collective, I do my readings timeless, but my intentions are going to be for February and March 2021. Let's start with this deck right here. Energies of love and light, Holy Spirit, only of love and light, to bring forth messages for the collective for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Beautiful Taurus. Here we go. Maybe I'll pull a moon card. They just had it was half full, passing through the zodiac sign of Taurus. Couple more. One more. Okay. Okay, here we go. Love and general energy for you. Okay, so the Seven of Wands came out. This energy right here is somebody possibly defending a position or an idea or an action that's been taking place. It's somebody who really feels strongly about this position. So they're going to defend it. They're going to fight really hard for it because it's something they really believe in their heart and soul that it's important. And others might not be on board with you because it seems like you're the only one that feels that way at the moment. And all this is all the idea, all these other people have different ideas or all these situations here. It's like they're not behind you. They should be standing behind you and defending with you. But instead you find yourself defensive and or somebody is, and you're defending a position, a situation. Okay? Some of you are contemplating putting out your intentions and you really mean well on this situation. Because this represents possibly fire. So it would be a Leo, a Sag, or an Aries. This on the bottom, well, it's in the middle actually, the Four of Swords, that could represent an air sign. So it could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But this is putting your intentions out there. You know, good intentions, hopefully, fair intentions. This represents you. Okay. This represents Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But in this case, it's probably you, I feel. And wanting things to be more equally distributed, wanting to be fair, wanting people to stand behind you in your idea or your relationship or whatever's on your mind right now. On the bottom, this is saying don't give up your position. Maybe just calm it down a little bit and don't be so defensive in it. Just try to be clear on what you're trying to express or what you're trying to fight over or for that position or situation. Because if it's a strong moral or a value for you, you have every right to want to fight for that. If it's in love, it's saying that somebody really wants to move towards you. This is expansion. So this is new beginnings and endings. This is the World card. It's saying maybe some of you are fighting an ending or fighting a beginning to something because you don't believe that this person or things or people stand behind you in your cause or your idea or your moral or values. What's in the root of this for you? This represents me, Cancerian. This represents somebody who, after they've decided what idea they have in their head or direction or a person or a place, whatever it is, they move full force ahead. They know so much about a situation or a person that they want to be with that everything just dissipates. And then you take action and you move towards this situation. Some of you may be moving away from it because it was something that you no longer want to fight for. But this represents, again, air, but it represents somebody who getting more information. This is a beautiful queen who likes to have fun and stay in the moment. But they don't always show their heart. Sometimes they have a poker face. They don't want to show their emotions because they're interested in getting more information about something or you about them. But this is stating that no matter what happens, you're going to move forward with clarity. You're not going to be defensive or have to defend any position because it's for you. And if it's to have a relationship in love, it's stating exactly what you think and what you feel and what you want. Therefore, when you do move forward, those people or that person will stand next to you, behind you, and you won't have to fight for it because you'll know it's yours. Also, you have the happiest card of the deck. This could represent a Leo, but it represents being your true self, putting down your sword, your guard, your weapons, figuratively speaking, but putting everything down and saying, stay in the moment, make things light. And if you want people to stand behind you, you have to enlighten them. You have to be playful and you have to express why you feel it's important. Not everybody will hear you or this person if it's in love or an interest. Just to know that you have to live in the moment and you have to appreciate everything that's in front of you and to plan for your future with this person or this situation. But this is being your true self. This is how you were as a child, being light minded in the heart and the soul. It's being your true self. It's knowing that that person has your back. This person that you're with, or people, if it's more than one in a situation, knowing that when you're moving forward in a sense that people are with you on board, which is really nice. And somebody wants to travel towards you because they really do feel at home with you. That's really nice. What's moving behind you here? Want it to come out, want it to show itself, being fair, contemplating, praying, being exhausted if you're like feeling you're at war with something or someone. If it's in love, it's like I'm exhausted. I have to take the time out, to reevaluate and get more information to see what's really good for your soul. What's to the future of this for you? This is the happy card too. This is having a happy relationship, a happy home, and it's for your future. And here you are, Taurus, peeking out in the middle. Beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Knowing that over time you're going to build for something that lasts a lifetime, something you can pass down from generation to generation, a legacy. Whether it's your ideas, whether it's business, home, family, friends, if it's in love, it's stating having that happy home, happy life. Maybe some of you have been a little defensive or someone was around you in what the same belief system, but continue to work on it and communicate clearly. Remember to communicate with love and compassion and not harsh or allowing them to do that to you. But knowing that whatever is given will be given fairly because everybody's important. If this is a love relationship and someone has a third party, somebody needs to drop somebody because they need to put their love and attention into one. And if this is other situation where you're feeling lack or you don't feel that, maybe somebody makes you feel like you're beneath them or they feel that way about you, but knowing that sometimes you're here and you could give and sometimes you don't have and someone should give to you. That's what makes it go round and round and complete because it's fair and just. This is putting your time and your effort into something that you feel is important. And knowing if you're going to do that in the long run, that if there's a third party, it should be dropped. It's not fair. But this is beautiful, very loving and nurturing. This is you. Believes in the family and the institution of marriage. I see back here, I just pulled out the Three of Cups, so like a celebration, wanting to celebrate in the home. But maybe something is preventing you because you're worried about something or you feel on edge. Take some time out. Once you do that and put that to your past, things will start to brighten up for you in case it hasn't, but to celebrate with the people that you love and try to stay on the topics that you have in common. And like, for example, if it's politics, it's just an example, nobody really can agree upon politics. So it's something maybe you don't want to discuss, but try to keep it light and stay in the moment as you move forward. But if it's a third party, then yes, somebody has to get dropped. Okay, what's in the air for you guys here in these messages today? Somebody feels like something's dead and you're tired and exhausted and you don't want to fight for it anymore because maybe it wasn't being given equally. You're still here. What's your advice here? This is you taking your time. Maybe somebody's frustrated and is wondering, how much longer can I wait for this person or you for them? It's like very slow moving compared to this, which like once they make the decision, they race off. For some reason, it's coming really slow, or you're really slow for this person, and all they want to do is just be with you. But at the same time, they feel like they're fighting really hard, and it's like there's something that you can't agree upon. But if you, like I said, if you communicate it very clearly what you want or they want to you, it makes more sense. And if you take your time in something, it builds stronger foundation. Even though it's very slow moving, it's slow to build. So maybe because of the pace of this relationship, if it's in love, some of you are like, no, I'm defensive about it. Forget it. It's over. It's done. It's dead. But even though that you or this other person, this does represent you, but or it could be you feeling that this relationship is moving too slow, but it is solid and stable once it gets there, because this is something that once the coin is given, this could be money. If it's finances, something is telling you to give fairly. So when you give your coin to somebody, make sure it's worth your dollar or your time or your effort. What else here for you guys? What about this happy 10 of Cups here? Emotionally fulfilled in love, in your home, in your environment. Okay, so there were some challenges. For some of you, you were looking over everything you already put into it or them. Somebody blocked out with the Two of Swords here, refusing to make a decision, but it's like at a standstill, refusing to see something. All the time and effort you put into something or someone, this is you again, the coin, the pentacles. There were some challenges that you had to go through because these are two cards here that are defensive and competition, challenge. It could be defensiveness, it could be fighting for your cause or fighting for your idea, whether it's like it said in love or just in general in a situation. But knowing that everything that you already put into there, it's not going to go anywhere. If it's not good for you in the long run, yes, you should walk away from it. Somebody made an offer, but somebody didn't accept it. Could have been a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Maybe Cancer, because there's a Chariots here. Somebody made an offer, it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Somebody was bored. Somebody put a lot of time and effort into it. I think if you take some time out and rest your mind and don't worry so much, because this is all about worry right here. Okay. Somebody probably did backstab somebody. Okay. And now you're being defensive over it. But either way, this is a beautiful card. So if you communicate and you decide together, we want to put more effort into something, you do it together. And that's how you build for a solid foundation. And until you could communicate that, someone's not going to take that offer or give that offer. So beautiful. There you are. It's a possible outcome to these messages for you. Okay, so the Cancer card came out, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but this could represent you. It's saying that somebody's been carrying a lot. They're exhausted. They want to work together with others, in cooperation and collaboration, building for a strong foundation here. This could also be a marriage card, but it's because there's three, you have to be careful. There could be a third party. But this is saying be not this queen here where you get your information, but don't be cutting and sharp. Be loving and nurturing and compassionate, because then people will hear you more. This is a queen that nurtures everything. And this, because the Queen of Pentacles, you, very loving and nurturing as well. Practical, something that's practical for you and something that is emotionally fulfilling. Even if it does take time to build, you don't want to feel like you're wasting your time on something when you know it's not going to be good for the long run. Then you have to enjoy the moment until the moment's gone or until that ends. But everything is an experience for you, for the world, and the collective for you guys. Everything's an experience. You have to decide, who do I want to be? Do I want to be somebody who's a little cutting and sharp? Do I want to be more playful? I think that if you balance it out and you say, what is no longer good for you, put to the past. Okay. And what is good for you? To stand under a rainbow with people who care, the person who cares for you and that you care for them so you can build over time. Because that doesn't come overnight, it comes over time, and that's emotional fulfillment. So maybe some of you are also worried about your finances, but if it's in love, it's stating that if you're exhausted, take that time out that you deserve. Okay, but this could also be a relationship too, with the sword and the cups coming together. So it's like you might have a choice, or there's a competition. So possibly for Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, there could be some competition here. So you guys are like, whether it's you or them, are feeling very defensive about it. But saying, put down some of those burdens. You're working too hard, or you're carrying too much on your mind, technically on your shoulders, and take your time and build it over time. It'll be worth it because it's a soulmate. And there you are in the male form. That's a soulmate right there. You bearing your heart and soul. This could be a Gemini, but you also have the Emperor here, which could be an Aries, but it's somebody who could be older, an older gentleman, or somebody who's very wise. It could be you. That's very wise because um, Taurus, they're good for the household, the representation. If you're a man or a woman, to run a whole household, a whole empire. But this person didn't get there overnight. They took time to build it. They're very traditional in their ways. And maybe that's why it's so slow, but all of a sudden it's going to pick up. You're going to get a lot of messages coming through. Beautiful messages, really. It's like you were waiting to hear from them. And it is very practical. It's a practical, um, these messages that are coming in, whether this is work or situation, environment, or home, this is a practical solution coming through, working and collaborating with others instead of being defensive, which is really nice because those people, you will have people on board with you. Not everybody's going to be against your thought, your idea, or your situation. So know that. So be patient, express how you feel with love and compassion. I always say that. And whatever you put out into the universe, it comes back. So put out good. And this is also something that takes off a relationship before. You didn't think it was going anywhere. They didn't. And they just, or maybe one person's slow, the other one's like, come on, hurry up, let's move faster. This is beautiful soulmate, bearing your heart and soul and remembering how you were with the sun card, remembering that feeling of your true self, which is really nice. And if you're very traditional, it's okay, but it also tells you that sometimes you don't have to be so stern and about things. You could be a little bit more flexible because this person, whether it's you or them, sometimes they're a little bit inflexible because they know what works and what doesn't work. But with the modern day and things changing, sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone and try something different and be creative because it'll bring a lot of culture into your relationship. It'll balance it out and it'll be able to work together instead of having to fight for everything if that's true. But overall, this is really beautiful because you have a lot of love here, nurturing. You have a little couple battles going on, whether it's within yourself or a situation, home, family, or in love. But knowing that if it's in love, this is a soulmate. So take it day by day, take your time, take some time out for yourself to be refreshed. One more. Look, it's all about healing. This could be an Aquarius. I don't know if you could see that. The star, it's really beautiful. It is taking time out. It's having a hope and a wish come true. Taking that leap of faith to make that happen from generation to generation. Something you could build over time that could withstand, anything, which it really, sometimes there's trials in relationships, but if it's two people want to really make it work, you can. Okay, because this again is helping each other move forward in healing. It's really beautiful. And taking that leap of faith with maybe an Aries or something or a Pisces, but just taking that leap and knowing that it's going to be healing for you. Okay, even though you didn't see it coming. Maybe some of you took a leap and it wasn't good, but now you're finding yourself healing. But it's a healing relationship, which is really nice. If you guys could communicate, really nice. It's healing. And this is a cup being offered finally, and somebody's going to finally accept it. After you communicate, after you take that time out, after you really figure out what you want in long-term relationship, which is really beautiful. Mhm. Let's pull out one moon card for you guys. I'm just going to let it fly out for you, okay? Here we go. I'm not going to read the book because it's long, but I'll read you the card itself. Beautiful Taurus. One card, please. I never get one. I always got the one on the bottom, the one in the middle. They don't come out as easy as the other ones. I always let them come out by themselves. It's a little long for this one. Sorry, you guys. Oh, there it is. Yay. I'm going to put this down for a minute and read it to you. So you have, it's the waning moon. What do you need to release? Beautiful. It is putting your intentions out there and figuring out what's important for you. But on the bottom, you have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And that's important, especially when you see these challenges. You know, putting your pride down is important because if the relationship or the situation is worth it to you, then you have to think of more practical and loving and nurturing because that's how you build it over time. And the one in the middle is the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. It's really beautiful. Now, right now, the moon is actually a little bit more than half full. It was half full in your sign the other day. And now it's probably moving, by now, it's probably moving into Gemini. Um, yeah. So, pretty good messages for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share. And until the next time, stay well wherever you are in the world. Bye now.